Neotein. These are electrolyte and protein packets. They taste great and they're going to bathe your insides with the good stuff. This is 24 drink mix packets. You get 10 grams of protein in each packet. They're made with electrolytes, hydrolyzed collagen, which may help support joint health. No added sugar, carbohydrates, or synthetic colors, easy for me to say. Add one packet to 8 to 16 ounces of water. These are lovely. Serena Scanzillo is joining me live via Teams to talk about these. And this is something that not only tastes great, but is going to bathe your insides with the good stuff.
I really never heard it described that way, but like that's so spot on. So Neotein actually is a new way to enjoy protein. So neo equals new and teen is for protein. So put those two together, you get Neotein. And we are enjoying new ways to experience the protein that we all need to be having more of in delicious flavors. We have the pineapple, we have our strawberry lemonade, and we have a brand new ice pop flavor. So I can't wait to dive in there. But really, Neotein came about from our founder, Sharissa, who was a super busy mom, but she was also training to be in the Olympics in triathlon, which is incredible and inspiring. But she didn't have a drink mix that was fueling her efforts in her daily life. So what did she do? She created Neotein. And what do we get? We get to reap all the benefits of that. This is 10 grams of collagen protein. So if you're having one in the morning like me with my warm lemon water and my green smoothie, and you're having one in the evening, that's an effortless 20 grams of hydrolyzed protein, like you said. On top of it, we're getting over 500 milligrams of electrolytes, which we know speak to hydration, recovery, muscle recovery. No carbs, 0. No sugars, 0. No synthetic colors, no junk, third-party tested, and incredible for you on a daily basis, no matter what type of lifestyle you're living, whether it's super active, if you're a busy mom, what have you, or if you're just somebody who's laying low and wants to break into a better for you drink option.
Now, it's important to know you're getting 24 in this pack up. You can choose 24 strawberry lemonade, 24 of the ice pop, 24 of the tropical pineapple, or a combo that gives you some of each flavor, yes?
Yeah, yep. So 8 of each flavor, and that's what you'll see here on my table. I have the strawberry lemonade. But let's dive into flavors if we can. I'm pouring in the ice pop right now, which is our newest flavor, super exciting. It's speaking to summer right now, and it has this incredible frosty edge to it. So I just poured this in to my favorite filtered water bottle, and now I can shake on the go, kind of watching all of that powder mix together. This is blue raspberry without any of the synthetic junk that all those other blue drinks out there might have, okay? On top of your 10 grams of protein, on top of your electrolytes. David, the coolest thing about this, you can see a little bit of that fizz at the top. There's a touch of effervescence to this that makes this come to life. So you can have this over your ice in a fun glass. You can have it in your, favorite, tumbler and your water bottle. The versatility is next to none. You can make mocktails, you can make cocktails. We can talk all about that in a little bit. But this flavor profile creates such an inspiring energy to me. It makes me just want to get up and move. This is what's sitting on my counter. This is what I have every morning, every single morning, without a doubt. I wake up dehydrated, right? Because we just spent the last 8 or 9 hours sleeping and not nourishing our bodies, right? So we want to wake up and hydrate. And Neotein is the way you're going to do that, right? And like I said, this is your blue raspberry. And there's ice pop that I grew up with. I think we all grew up with it. And this is exactly that same flavor. So
now, can I pour these in a popsicle maker and freeze them?
You absolutely can do that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do that now. I'm doing that. You're the master of.
Just enjoy it cold and on one of these hot days, right?
Have fun with the kids with that. And oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. You can add a ton, so I've been doing a little test kitchen over here for some of our Instagrams, and I've been doing a lot of different cool things. I've been blending with like coconut milk and ice pops and a couple of my other proteins to get added protein. There's a lot of things you can do here, but needless to say, you're getting that 10 grams and you're getting all those electrolytes without any extras. We don't want any extras.
No added sugar, no added carbohydrates. So if you're trying to do a low sugar, low carb type of eating plan, this is ideal, yes?
Ideal, David. This is perfect, right? Because we want, like, one of the hardest things is satiation, right? Like, we're always kind of catching ourselves with, cravings. And sometimes we confuse cravings with dehydration. So next time, instead of, reaching for the bag of whatever, reach for your Neotein and get all that delicious flavor, from your strawberry lemonade, which I'm mixing up now. We can talk a little bit about that, rather than getting, a salty snack that might, just make you more thirsty or what have you, or, just not getting any of those health benefits that Neotein has. So satiation is key here from that 10 grams of protein. That's what we all want to be doing more of, right? We want to kind of curb those cravings and feel satisfied. So I just mixed up the strawberry lemonade. This is your classic, just perfectly balanced, fruity, fun drink, okay? It's mild in flavor. You have those sun-ripened strawberries, that very familiar, loving taste of that lemonade. Add a few ice cubes to this, and you're in heaven. Water is boring, right, David? Water can get very, very boring. And it doesn't hydrate you nearly as quickly as electrolytes would, right? So your electrolytes are your potassium, or your magnesium, your calcium, your niacin, all that. And you want to be taking that in some capacity. And we've made it really easy. We've taken the protein and we've taken the electrolytes and put it into one 45-calorie stick for you. So a lot of them just have one or the other, right?
Right.
We've combined both. So we're covering all your bases for you on top of that delicious fruity flavor, that perfectly balanced flavor, mind you. And we have one more flavor to run through. That's our tropical pineapple.
Please, tell us about that.
Yeah. So think of the juiciest pineapple you've ever had, David. And that is this. Without that tartness, that's going to like make your cheeks twinge, right? We're going straight to the tropics with 10 grams of protein, no sugar crash, no caffeine rush. This is not a sports drink. Let's make that clear too. This is not a sports drink. There's no caffeine in this. So like I said, you can have it in the morning, you can have it in the evening. And this for me is a little bit of the vacation we just took down to Puerto Rico, like in a glass on my patio at like 2 p.m., right? When we need to get away from the screen for a minute. We need a little vitamin D. We need a little rehydration moment. We need a little bit of self-care. I'm firing up the tropical pineapple and just watching the clouds.
So, Serena, let's talk about how many of these we should have a day.
Yeah, you can do up to 3. But I like the morning evening routine, right? So I've been a fitness nutrition coach for almost 20 years now. And my morning routine is warm lemon water. I do Neotein. I have 110% added Neotein to my daily routine. Mainly speaking to the protein and the electrolytes, 2 things that I'm always like struggling to get more of, just like we all are, okay? We all need these nutrients. Neotein is making it super easy for us. Like I mentioned earlier, neo means new, teen is protein. Neotein is a new way to enjoy a better for you drink option, a new way to enjoy protein. So I have my warm lemon water, I have my Neotein, and then I have a green shake, and then I'll move into breakfast like an hour or 2 later. But I get thirsty in the middle of the day, I get thirsty in the evening. My fiance loves seltzers. I'm not a seltzer lover, and water gets boring. So I reach for my ice pop. That's my number 1 right now. I reach for my ice pop with a little bit of extra, ice thrown in there, and that's what I have with dinner. So now have 1 to 2. You could do up to 3, but again, you're getting that 10 grams of protein every single time.
Now you can do 24 of any single flavor, or you can do a combo that gives you some of each of the flavors. Now the 3 flavors are strawberry lemonade, ice pop, and tropical pineapple. We're most limited in tropical pineapple. And combo has been most popular. And that's not surprising because that gives you a little something of every flavor to enjoy. And if you're making some for the whole family, maybe it makes sense to go with the combo. Now, let me ask my producer, Meg, do we have auto delivery on this? We have no auto delivery on this. So what is the shelf life, Serena?
3 years. Can you imagine?
So stock up. Stock up.
This is it. So put this in your beach bag. Put this in the pool bag if you're going to the amusement park for the day. Don't go for the soda at the stand. You know, like pack this up. Just get the water bottle. And a lot of places now have the water fountains. You know, all the airports have it. I just traveled to Chicago last weekend, and I brought 4 of these, 2 for day 1, 2 for day 2, and I'm a little crazy about staying hydrated when I travel and when I'm on the plane. Like, I don't get on the plane without 2 bottles of water. So I'm just like drinking it down, because on the backside of travel, you can get so dehydrated, right? The environment in the air just sucks all that moisture right out of you. So on the backside of that, you want to stay hydrated. And you want, you're rehydrating. So at that, I'm also getting the 10 grams of protein. So I have, I literally brought my stick of Neotein, and I'm pouring this on top of my suitcase right before I'm getting on in the terminal, and I shake it and then I go. It's incredibly mobile. It doesn't, it's incredibly friendly. So you can bring it literally everywhere. So there's no excuse for you not to be hitting those protein goals and those electrolyte goals.
Exactly.
And it's incredible when it comes to the ingredients, David. That's really the key part.
And you want to mix this with 8 to 16 ounces of water. And remember, an average water bottle is about 16.9 ounces of water. So give yourself a couple of sips and then just mix the rest. That gives you a little bit of room to mix it with and shake it up.
Right.
And you can put it right inside your water bottle or inside a glass or in a popsicle maker, whatever you're choosing. What I love, and I was just had a little brainstorm, that would explain the smoke. If you were to freeze some of this in one of the KitchenAid pucks and then shave it and do iced Neotein or shaved iced Neotein, that might be nice too. And then eat it with a spoon. You can
also do a little bit of that in the Vitamix, I believe.
I think you probably could. All right, Miss Serena, always a pleasure to have you back with us, my friend.
Thanks, so good seeing you.
You as well. Now,